Look, we're doing a little bit of a follow-up.
Yes, well, I went and read this book a little while ago and then told Aidsy and Angry what I thought of it, and they explained that it wasn't all true.
Hard to believe, I know. Someone pushing their own particular political, sociological barrow may fudge a few things.
Yeah, so look, so we had a discussion about porn, whether porn's good or bad for you. And like all things, in moderation, not so bad. In excess, probably not so good. But it's not clubbing baby seals like this woman seems to think it is. So,
yeah.
You know, being good to animals, it's fine. Well, no, not all of it. And, you know what I mean. It's not as hideous as Ms. Gale makes out. And, yeah, I was a bit disturbed to find out that some of the stuff she said wasn't quite true. But it is a good talking point, it's a good discussion point, and everyone should think about their usage of porn.
Yes.
Be aware, be critical about your thought. But anyway, so what came up was we found out that not only is porn really bad for young men, romance novels are really bad for young women.
Yes.
Yeah, evil. They're evil, apparently.
You know, sexy romance. This book's titled Sexy Romance.
So porn's screwing up your sex life, romance is buggering up your relationships, apparently. Because women are getting unrealistic expectations of what relationships should be like. Now, this is romance fiction, I believe.
Yeah, and look, as far as this giving women false ideas of, you know, romantic men and true love and la-di-da-di-da-da, so long as you remember the fiction part of romantic fiction, you're not going to go too far wrong. Yeah. These stories, not true.
Just like porn. It's not real.
True. Yeah.
It's not real. Yeah. Women don't really do that, and men don't really do these things. Anybody, look, another one, the criticisms was, oh, they don't use enough condoms in romance novels. Oh, it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. We all know condom usage is absolutely vital and necessary in day-to-day relationships, in the real world. But if you're in 18th century bloody goth castle with the vampire or there's not going to be condoms used.
Yeah, and look, honestly, lack of condom use I think is probably far less dangerous than the ridiculous romantic ideas they put in there. Like, bloody, we've said it before, but Twilight I think has ruined a generation of teenage girls.
Twilight has just ruined vampires for me. It's made them impotent and glittery, and it's just wrong.
Just watch like 30 Days of Night or True Blood, and that'll clear it out of your system.
Yeah.
But guys, seriously, if you hate what Twilight's done to girls, get some revenge. Just sit on public transport reading Twilight, and when the girl asks, "Oh, you don't see many boys into Twilight," I think the characterizations are wonderful. You know, go read some favourable reviews of it online and have one or two. Wow, that's evil. I'm just telling you to manipulate people.
One of my co-workers actually said that it was written by a Mormon.
It was, yes. She's a Mormon
Makes so much
who
more
had
sense
never
now.
seen a vampire movie, had never read a vampire book.
It just makes so much more sense. So she's writing about Mormon gods or something, not
Something.
vampire. I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway, but yeah, look, so romance novels, yeah, probably bad if you are a woman who immerses yourself in too many and is sitting there waiting for that gorgeous man to just turn up and whisk you away and throw you on the bed and no, anyway, but if you are the sort of woman that is waiting for the sort of guy that turns, you know, the flawed strong hero that you finally change him, but if you're waiting for that before you breed and get married and stuff, I think that's good.
Yeah, just stay out of the gene pool.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what is screwing up women though? The women's magazines, the glossy magazines. I don't even mean the gossip ones. I mean the upmarket ones. In Australia, it's Clio and Cosmo.
Yeah. Marie Claire's all right though.
Oh look, I will let you in. This secret. We've said before, Aidsy and I did the same uni course. We did theatre side. People did journalism in the same course, and so we know a lot of people who are working journalists, and I know people who work for those magazines. They make it up. They literally make it up. When you see this thing that seems to be research, because it has John Builder 32 and Tony Lawyer 27 and da-da-da-da, it's just the guys they screwed last week.
Or the intern.
Yeah.
It's Sabrina the intern.
Yeah. The girls sit around over lunch with a few Chardonnays and get a bit hammered and come up with some ideas and, you know, what's some weird story, and they make it up.
Yeah. Unlike Marie Claire, who it's all totally real. But even when it is real, like in Marie Claire, it's not indicative of a reality outside of that magazine article.
Yeah.
It's skewed towards the journalist's belief. So they might interview 10 guys, but they'll choose the choicest comments that actually back up the story they're trying to push.
Yeah. It's one point of view, and if you
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
I was just
yeah.
going to say, you let one point of view dictate how you see the world, you're going to have a skewed look on the world.
And the magazines are purely selling consumerism. Anything else that's in there is padding. It's just consumerism. And worse than the women's magazines, the men's magazines. Ralph, Zoo, guys, guess what? Women aren't really what those magazines say they are.
Yeah.
On any level, they're so wrong. I can't even get my head around the culture that those magazines perpetuate. It's just gross.
If you're reading them for a laugh, that's one thing. But if you think they're helping you understand the world at all,
yeah.
I mean, oh my God.
And this is the thing again, it's like porn and romance novels and men's magazines and women's magazines, entertainment, fantasy, not something you take as gospel, not something you take as well. Use your critical thought processes, read other things, experience other things. If it's porn, look at sex education tapes. If it's fantasy novels, read some reality, or I don't
just don't limit yourself to one source. I mean, when you read something that seems really compelling, like wow, this Gail Dines is like wow, really compelling, but she's a writer because she can write compellingly, not because she necessarily tells the whole objective truth. Public speakers are public speakers because they can speak compellingly, not necessarily because they speak the truth.
Look, I'm here telling you guys stuff. But I don't know the whole picture. I don't know everything. I know as much as I know and can share with you, and I want to share as much as possible. But we're learning together about this stuff. I'm not some expert that knows everything. I'm learning as I'm talking to you guys, and so we're learning together. So if you have stuff that you want to tell other people, then do. If you have stuff you want to share with us, do. It's we're all in this together, and we're all trying to strive for a happier, better life.
Yeah. And look, so, in addition to Mistress M's usual homework, we'll put out there this week, use your brain in all things, not just in your reading, not just in your understanding about the world, in your relationships, in your sex life. Use your brain. Think. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't let one source dictate an absolute worldview to you.
Yeah, I think that's good. So this week's homework is touch yourself, touch your brain, be good to each other, and be good to yourself.
And enjoy. Bye.
Bye.